Hello everyone, welcome to a World of Warships video, and today's video we have, yet again, for those that know me, the Tier 8 British battleship, the Monarch. So I've been playing a bit of Monarch and I've been playing a bit of Fiji, and the reason for that is that I'm trying to get some battle honours and maybe scrape together a few copper. Most of the way towards 50 copper, which get me the Mikhail Kutuzov, which is the Tier 8 Russian cruiser, which of course I won't buy because I'll wait for the rotation. Right, anyway, here we are in the Monarch, so we are on the encounter map, and because you're going to see a lot of the same ships potentially, we'll treat these more as battle guides rather than ship guides. So on the encounter map, what we're looking for here is we have some enemy destroyers, we don't know where they are, and if we overextend, we may find one sneaks around the back and steals our cap, which happens so often, it's quite disturbing. What I'm doing is I'm providing a bit of cover for our little friend there, and I'm assuming we're going to get some ships coming down that passage to the left, so behind that island. And as we can see, well, New Orleans has made a break for it. Looks like he's basically overextended, made a judgment call, and I'm not sure if it's really panned out. There's a tempting little destroyer, but then again, I'm going to need a lot more of my shells on this guy. In go the torpedoes. I'll throw out my shells, see what I can grab. Snag myself a first kill. So that was just a bit of luck, really, more than anything else. I was rotating my guns, because what I wanted to do was have my guns facing to... I started out trying to face them to the right, but then I've to the left. Now I'm going to face them to the right so that I could... cover essentially both approaches, which seems to be a fairly fortunate thing to have done. Now we've got a Mogami that's sneaking around towards my left, trying to get round the my left side towards the cap. So what I'm going to do is it's going to be too difficult to go around the other side of the island, so what I'm going to do is loop around this side of the island, and hopefully he would have discharged his torpedoes already, trying to deal with that opponent, and he did, so we could see all the torpedoes. So now I'm facing a torpedo-less Mogami, which is actually a really nice place to be. And if you didn't notice there, what we did was we did something very unusual. We changed ammunition types, because basically we need to really knock this guy down, because although he's not actually going to take the cap, oh, there we go, he's got a mate, so that's an extra reason to want to take him down real quick. Now he's turning around to bring torpedoes out to bear. So we get some secondaries out. Our primaries are going to take a little while. I'm sure he will have launched torpedoes by now. So what I've done is I've chucked myself in reverse, and there we go. And his torpedoes, like clockwork, around they came, fired down the cone. We'll let those pass. Now we've got the Z52 to deal with. Was it Z23? It's a Z23. Let's see if we can get some main battery love into this guy. A bit of a challenge, and made a lot worse by the fact that he's gone and buddied up with the Bismarck. That's quite a defensive play, because what he's trying to do is get under the Bismarck's field of fire. So the turrets are mounted on the hull. Obviously they can't fire at the water right beside the hull. However, maintaining a distance from a battleship is fraught with difficulty, because it's hard, you know, the manoeuvring and the acceleration. The steering options for a ship really doesn't mean that you've got that capability to hug another ship particularly well. But yeah, as it turns out, he may have been trying to extend the distance to get his torpedoes off. But whatever it was, he had the tiger by the tail, because there was three of us, and although he could use that battleship as a shield, he couldn't really do much else except to delay the inevitable. So what do we got? We're heading back up north. So what we're trying to do there is basically just make sure that we press, but we defend at the same time. So I mean, that's probably the key message here, is press and defend. And if you're pressing and you've got one wide open flank, expect to have your cap stolen on you. We've got this North Carolina. So now it's 4-on-4. Points are even, and what that means is it's a draw. So someone needs to knock someone else down. Now, unfortunately for us, we have one, what looks like West Virginia, out to my right, on his own, facing off three of them, and we have this guy facing off three of us, although we're not quite the same battleship contingent, so we haven't got the same long-range knockdown power. So it's going to be a little bit tricky. So I've just decided to crawl past this map, and I'm assuming he's going reverse. Well, here we go. Oh, that's tricky. There was actually the destroyer. They didn't get anything off. He is hiding behind the island. Good on him. He's decided that he can't back out and fire his torpedoes reliably, so what he's going to do is do a YOLO run. And, well, okay, at this sort of range, I'm not sure there's much I can do about that. I am throwing it in reverse. I'll put it forward now. Just at the time he fired his torpedoes. I'm not actually sure how many of those torpedoes hit, because quite frankly, I just want to knock them down. So there's a big chunk of health. It looks like some of them may have missed. Just looking at those trails. But yeah, he's gone. So 4th kill. Good game so far for this Monarch. And what I'm trying to do here is now we are 4-3. I need to press forward, but not press forward stupidly that I get wiped out. Although I've got probably a little bit too much health for that. This guy looks like he's retreating. Yep, anyway, and we have the North Carolina there. Last shot of the game. Let's get some shells out, see how they do. Otherwise you'll be out of range. Boom. Long range citadel with HE. That's IFHE skill for you, because I do have David Beatty, who's a level 12 captain in this ship. And he does have the IFHE, because I put him in the Belfast, and yeah. Well, I'm not really too sure, but anyway, I've given him IFHE. So there we go. That final shots, had they landed, probably would have given me the Confederate. But as it turns out, I'd rather keep my Iron Fortress and the Kraken medal. So yeah, so there you go. So basically press and defend, that's the key. Or we did get the Confederate anyway. So press and defend, that's the key for victory in the encounter map. So not great point scoring, but then again we did our bit, and a lot of those kills, well, fortunately they were shared, so sorry guys, but we got to secure those kills somehow. Anyway, there we go, tier 8 Monarch. Thanks for watching, catch you next time. Hope you found this valuable.